Hey everyone, and welcome to the Community Super League Week 5. My name is Wedge from the Mana Source, and I am joined by the beautiful men, Graham and James from Loading Ready Run. How are you?
Good.
Doing well.
Way better now that you called me beautiful.
Yeah.
I was having a downer day, but Wedge from the Mana Source just said I was beautiful, so...
Well, James from Loading Ready Run, you are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I've been waiting to tell you that for a long time.
Wedge, you're almost as beautiful as I am.
Which is, because you've talked him up a bit now, so that's pretty beautiful.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's nice,
It
right?
feels like I'm being caressed, but by tiny little needles. So, right. So, welcome everyone to Community Super League Week 5. For those who don't know, this week we're playing Momir Basic, and without any context at all, how would you describe this format? Do you think, just emotionally speaking?
I love it.
It can get pretty wacky.
Yeah.
Which is right up our alley, which is why we've been playing it on stream for years now.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It is exceptionally wacky format. Here's a funny story. The first time we heard about Momir, we didn't realize that it was intended to be Magic Online only, and we
Did you make a paper?
We started playing on paper, and we would activate Momir, and then using Gatherer and like web searches, we'd randomize the spell that we drew, and then we'd draw it. We'd like write it down on a bit of paper. It'd be like, all right, this is the creature I got now.
It was sweet.
Turns out it's way
beautiful.
easier to do on Magic Online. So
Right.
basically what happens is there used to be this magic thing called Vanguard, where you had these little avatars, and well, actually, there's a video that explains all this, isn't there?
Right, yeah, we have a video. We should probably show that.
We'll show you that first.
Informative.
Yeah, rather than just us talking a bunch, we have a whole thing for it. Let's watch that video right
Enjoy.
now.
Welcome to Week 5 of the Community Super League. This week, our players are tackling Momir Basic. Momir Basic is a casual format that is played on Magic the Gathering Online. There are just 2 rules. 1, you need exactly 60 normal basic lands in your deck. Snow lands are not legal. 2, you need exactly 1 Momir Vig Vanguard card in your deck. Each turn, players can activate their avatar once at sorcery speed. You simply pay X amount of mana, discard a card, and put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature card with convert a mana cost X chosen at random. Since you never know just what creature you'll get, Momir games are always fun and exciting. And while it may seem that much of the game is left to chance, decisions about what lands to play and when to activate your avatar often decide the game. Momir Basic is a great way to get started with Magic the Gathering Online. You can purchase your own Momir Basic event decks from the store for $9.99 and have everything you need to get started today.
So, now that the viewers understand what Momir is about, when you said that you tried playing it in paper, the first thing I thought of was that you went to like TCG Player's buy list and bought every crap card at every like converted mana cost you could find and just built the equivalent of like the worst cube, but
it's something that we
Momir
talked about doing.
There's people who have like Momir binders.
Yeah.
That is
I
dedication.
mean, you can just have a long box with like dividers of like 100 1-drops, 100 2-drops, 100 3-drops, and you just grab at random. It could work.
But if you're going to do that, I feel you should make sure to have a bunch of those cards be terrible.
Oh, yeah,
because
absolutely.
that's what happens when you're playing Momir is you're like, all right, it's 5-drop, man, I can think of all the 5-drops that would help me in this situation. And then you get something that you've never heard of that does nothing.
It's like a 3/3 vanilla creature from like 15 years ago.
If you're lucky.
Like, no.
If you're lucky,
that stays on the battlefield.
That's true.
You get a 0/6 that makes you discard something.
Yeah.
I mean, for those who don't know, there are plenty of creatures in Momir where when they hit the battlefield, they just die because they're coming in as tokens, 0/0s. You've paid no mana towards them, and on Magic Online, especially, it like hurts your heart because you play it, you activate Momir, nothing shows up on the battlefield. It's just
And
straight.
And you're like, wait, what happened? And you go to the
Did they
text
miss
thing,
it?
and you're like, oh.
Yep. So
I
I have
see,
to
I see.
sometimes it'll be a card I've never heard of, and I'll have to like go to Gatherer and type it in, and I'm like, well, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and I just time walk myself.
So I'm glad that video mentioned it, because something that we've been doing on our streams is the what we call the Phage lottery, or the flottery.
Fluttery.
Because Phage the Untouchable, as was mentioned in the video, is a 7-mana creature, but if it enters the battlefield from anywhere other than your hand, you lose.
Yep.
And so we've been trying to just roll 7 drops to see if we can lose a game of Momir by having Phage come into play. And the only time we have got Phage once, and the only time we ever had that happen, we already had Platinum Angel in play and did not lose the game.
Felt amazing.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
That's beautiful. I want to
Yeah.
cry.
So
Oh man.
So the bizarre format that we play, the flottery, is that you can't cast anything but 7 drops, and then once you get 7 creatures that can attack, that are able to attack. So if you on turn 7, if you do it and one of them has haste, then you can attack. Then you just start attacking.
And you can't stop attacking.
There's no strategy involved.
And you have to attack with every creature, every turn, every time.
Which is because then I go to, say, Paul Cheon's stream, and he's got like strategy for Momir. He's like, not
This
doing
is 2-drop into 3-drop into 4-drop. This is a Pro Tour winning Momir list.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, okay. I understand.
So anyway, the point is, we don't know how to do Momir properly. Are you up for a game of the flottery with us this evening in round 1?
I was under the impression that the only way to play Momir was flottery, so yes, absolutely.
That's probably partially our fault.
Yep. Our bad.
I mean, I will blame you for that and then hug you, because that's hilarious. And honestly, if anyone's going to lose to this, it's going to be me, because I do it during normal games of Momir. So if anything, this is just going to karma smack me right in the face.
Fantastic. Because this week, just for those who weren't aware, didn't see Randy mention it on chat, this week we are going to be, because it's open information, right? Like, we know that the decks are just lands. It doesn't really matter if it's like, well, they might have a swamp in their hand. We are all the players this evening are going to be commentating their own matches with their opponents, because
why not?
Why not?
It's better this way.
Yeah, we can smack talk you right during the match, Wedge. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
So
and
I
you can
don't-
see my facial reactions when I don't react.
Yeah.
Or when I don't say anything back, just cry.
So I don't know if because we don't have players to wait for to be ready.
Oh, yes.
It's up to us.
Yep, I got this. I got this.
So, are we ready?
I'm here. I'm waiting for you with open
Well,
arms.
let's
bouquet
go
of
down
flowers,
to the feature match area
which is us,
and see us.
right?
Join.
I've joined my game now.
We're good at this.
This is magic, right?
Oh, right.
I'm glad we
I
had this planned the whole time.
You just got to get the actual game camera set up. We're great at this.
There will be no Brewmaster, by the way.
No.
This week, but Brewmaster will return next week. So
For the
apparently,
record, I could use the points though, so if you want to like make a petition.
there's no points, but there is. You can go and give feedback on what you thought of our basic land decisions.
it's true. Wedge,
That's,
did you
yeah,
put,
same, actually.
did you put a lot of thought into that for you today?
Yes.
Now, of course,
I did.
because we're playing on the coverage accounts that only have 4 of each one, so you couldn't do all one thing.
Yeah.
But James, why?
They don't see that.
But before I know that the viewers can't see the lands you've chosen. What made you choose these lands?
Hopefully just tilting out our opponents, but more importantly, angry in the chat.
Okay, yeah. See, so I was up late
Someone's
one
already
night.
called it, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I was up late one night crying because I have 0 Brewmaster points. And I was like, you know what? Chat really just hates me. So here's the plan. I'm going to make the most tilting land base known to man, which is basically like 38% white bordered lands, and then just one each of just random lands that I've never used in my whole life of different
that's good.
full art, old border, new border, old white border, new white border.
I thought about that, but I knew somebody else was going to do it, so we just went full 100% white border, except for the 2 wastes. They don't make those in white border. Absolutely.
That's genius. No, absolutely. I was born for this moment.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Let's do it.